Yay! Let's see if my stream is actually working correctly. Are you gonna tell me I'm live? Okay. Now it says I'm live. Okay. Now it's time to share this. I love my icon. It's like... Sorry, the screen's gonna be black. I have to move my display in a second. Wait, So, okay, let me... Oh, wait, I can't freaking move my Discord like that. Because I gotta watch the chat. And I gotta have a bright background. So, maybe I can move this over here. Hi! I guess that works. Okay, let me get my Arctic Cool game controller. Give it a little rub off because right above me is my bed. And sometimes when I'm laying on it, dirt loves come crumbling down, so yeah. Activate the controller. Should have everything working. This is going to prompt me for verifying the downloadable content crap, which is kind of interesting. I'm going to take... Cough drop. Hopefully my phone stays at 100%. And I figured out what the blue line, the blue bull crap line's going on with that. Supposedly is the optimization from Game Boost. Because I do have the resolution, the hertz on low performance mode. So instead of giving me like 60 hertz or 120 hertz, I'm forcing it to only do 48 hertz. So ignore the flashing blue bull crap on the side over here. Why is it taking so long? At least I can. Well, I was about to say at least I can do a post on my freaking RP. It's raining. Woo! And something that I actually realized, you guys last saw it. I actually died on my first video. I actually got freaking blown up and killed. But somehow I'm still adult. Eh? So I'm gonna take a seat for a second. Yeah, respond to this. Real time understanding of your brain. Ooh. Okay. Da-da-da. So, for those quick people that, seem to come into my stream and say, oh, what's up? And then, oh, you're not responding? And then ditch. I finally have my chat, a little messaging board fixed so I can make it so I can go, oh, hey, how's it going? And see, instead of being completely blocked out for, like, I don't know, it was like 4 to 8 minutes that I was kind of concentrating on getting my freaking stream to work correctly. So, yeah. Everything's fixed, and everything's working correctly, and it's in landscape mode, so we have everything correctly. Woo! Now, I'm gonna kill you. Not really. I'm gonna kill some dinosaurs. So I'm gonna sit in my cave until the rainfall is gone, because the rain is a world event and not just inside the cave. So I can wait out the rain. It'd be lovely if I can use my big display and actually see instead of using my phone. That's not gonna happen, I guess. Lovely, huh? So if you see my head sticking this close and going, hey, what's up? Probably because I want to try and read the freaking tiny text on the chat. I guess a lot of mobile users don't care about it. Just go, oh. Unless there's a way to freaking increase that. Let me see. Is there a way to freaking, like, enormous that thing? Well, that's actually a lot better. Thank you. I wonder, does this actually increase the size and height? What the frick did that do? I'm just gonna maximize it. See if it does anything. Since I have time to kill it. Oh! Well, hello. It actually does make it increasingly big. Thank you. Maximize it to the max. Takes more man, it's still tiny. I guess they're expecting your face to be this far from the thing. You like my hair, guys? Nice and awesome. Now you get to see my face instead of my curly hair that's all like this, and my crazy mustache. Now you get to see more ugly me. Also, yeah, I cut my hair, buzzed it. Number 2 on the top. Normally I put number 1 on the sides, but I just went number 2 and just said, screw it all. So yeah. How many users do we have on here? $85? Cool bit there. Can I put this up more? No? I'll try to put that like as far as up there as possible. Now you guys can put your hand up there and be like, I don't want to see the ugliness. Oh my nose. Look at this. I'm chuckling at myself at the screens picture that I have on my share. It's like me going like this, like I'm like peeking over something. I wish I could take game screenshots. Maybe I should take this. You know what? That's good. Let me see if I can hide this first. Can I? Oh, it's just gonna say they have a big K there. Okay. Yeah. That helps a lot, guys. Thanks. That's just great. Yeah, let's have a big giant K there, guys. Yes, that's freaking amazing. Guess I'll try and get a decent screenshot. Let's see if I can get a screenshot. My phone's hot. There we go. Ah! I'm losing power. I am losing power. Yeah, it's actually. Yeah, I'm actually losing power. Because the reason why I'm. Oh, that's saying it's recharging? No, it's not. It's probably just taking power now. Well, it actually doesn't even say I'm taking power, for instance. Are you gonna say voltage? Change voltage? Change this? I'm looking at my Jackery 100 plus, and it's not changing any reading. So yeah, 48. So I probably only have approximately about 2 hours to run on this. But yeah, that's the issue with the heat protection on Samsung phones, is that they will shut down power if it goes over a certain heat threshold. Even though it should take power from the power system only, it still somehow depletes power from the battery, which is not supposed to be. But yeah. Either that or it just takes power from the internal system first, but once the CPU gets hot, it just thermal shuts off the power from coming in and reverts back to battery mode only, which is kind of ridiculously stupid. Can you stop raining, for instance? You know, I want to come and get out of the cave instead of being a wet, soggy butthole. Unbelievable. Like seriously, I'm a wet noodle or wet sausage, whatever you want to call it. Wet bird. Rain, 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 rain. Is it gonna rain for 20 hours? Oh, thank you! Stop raining! They should really have it where if you shake like a couple of times, it'll it'll take off the freaking water um, effect. Because like, you know, what's the point of shaking or so forth if you don't have any effect to it? I actually would prefer that the leg stretch would actually increase the um, acceleration or something for a couple of minutes. I mean, for like a couple seconds or something. If you do that, that'd be good. Because it's like, oh yeah, getting ready for a run. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Okay, guys, going for a run. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, and for everybody that's probably watching or not watching or whatever, watching my previous video of Billy, like I said, still have a chat ability that I'll have down below. Actually, I gotta edit the video. Um, Post that. Or was it? Yeah. So this edit video and Copy link. Oh, thank you! Oh man, thank you, Google. You are so amazing. You're so awesome. I love how you freaking make the link obnoxiously humongous. Retarded. So, all I have to do is basically just go back to my front page, because obviously it's just like stupefied. I have just copied the word text, because instead of copying fucking text, instead of copying that and that, I just copy that and that, and boom, boom. And then I put in HTTPS / and the Discord invites. There we go. Oh, cool. I love that. Cool, I'm so glad. I update the description and it automatically, without a refresh, it automatically put the description information on the bottom. Cool. Props to that, Google. You're not that lame. You're just lame in making your links bullcrap. So, if anybody wants to join that Discord, even though it's quite, still in work in progress of, I need to make information roles and that moly crap. Everything else is there. I have all the tabs and all our peak channels, all the voice channels, and everything, all that good stuff. Just need people and promotion and all the goodness. So, come join if you want to hang out, sit with me, chat, yell at me for some reason. Come on in. Let's kick butt. Good. No players around. Cool. I don't have to bark at somebody. X. 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 Oh, that's Y. So yeah, I did die. I was at my Lake Classic place, and somehow I didn't lose my my ability. Impressively interesting. Let me jump, please. Thank you. Wow, startery is bold. I'm on battery mode. Okay, it looks like I am running down to Lake Plastics again, my favorite area. Now I just gotta remember that they changed the entire food aesthetics, so I can only eat kills, and the dead bodies are now considered rotten meat in a sense. Woo! One of my orders here. Holy moly, it's out for delivery. Okay. Oh! It even says 3 stops away. Interesting. Just like, oh! Other things. Just like when you get a DoorDash or something that tracks the person's vehicle and it's like, and you watch them just like, doot, 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 doot. Ah! Ow! 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 Why am I bleeding? Oh my gosh, I look like I'll bleed from my butt. Oh. Ow! Oh, right, what's that sound? Oh! Holy cow, it even shows the vehicle. It shows the vehicle movement. Huh? So it is just like... It is just like DoorDash. Interesting. So if you have an Amazon delivery from Amazon themselves, they have their own... They have their own tracking website thing that really doesn't seem to work correctly. Um, so even if you try to use their tracking thing, it'll still say the same thing on your tracking thing. I guess that they don't really give a darn about that. So they just say, "Oh, just use the order tracking instead of your website tracking." um, but when you do when it's out for delivery on the tracking order, it will have a little circle with a car. Oh! Oh! Hey, dude, you want some food? Woo! Woo! That actually didn't hurt me as much as I thought it would. That Rex is just like, okay. That dino juice is stupid. Anybody want to rock climb? Okay, maybe not. I'll leave that for the packing ability. So it's kind of interesting. I actually made the jump ability. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Have it where, say, if you jump off you jump off a cliff like this, and then you keep on laying, go and go and go, and then you try and jump again. It doesn't let you do that. So that's a good move. I like that. That's a nice move because it stops people from trying to exploit the jump ability and jump off high cliffs and still survive, which I know a lot of people would technically do. Ah! Ah! 2. Wait, I want to see this. Nobody's in my reticle. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Somebody died here. Ow! What the frick, you stupid little bugger? Really? I'm a subadult. Where the freak am I? Am I back on top of the map again? I don't know why the map is stuttering. Oh, I'm actually on the bottom. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna pause this because I gotta go get my package. Be right back. Back in business. That's quite heavy. Not. Anyways. So I guess this turned into a different streaming ability. Because I am now looking at Shut up. I don't need the phone. Yes, a solar power drain system. Wait, bug. Oh, that's interesting. Boink. Boink, boink. Turn this on. Sweet. That's a huge battery bank. 280 288 watt hours of power, which is equivalent to about 5,000 mAh at 5 volts, or about 57,000 mAh at 5 volts. Or for the topic of this is about 3.2 volts at 90,000 mAh. So, yeah. Interesting little power bank. This is going to give me a lot more power than my Jackery. And it gives me a cigarette lighter. So this is one of my power devices that I'll have for Project Station. And this will power up my my phone ability. So my phone that I'm currently doing, and my power booster, which is my did the volume go down? No. Which is my phone booster my mobile phone booster. I'll be able to power that from the Signal port, power the phone from this, and have one of those lap docks, um, where you can plug in like a Samsung or LG or um, a Motorola phone into it and bring the built-in desktop system and play it like that. I'll be able to power that all from this little thing. And since it can accumulate about 100 watts from this and 280 watts from the two USB-C ports, at least I should get at least about 300 watts in. But I don't know if they're tied. Meaning that if I put 100 watts here and then 100 watts, well, it should allow. Hold on a second. Excuse me. It should allow. Oh, hello. Other person that came in. I was just unboxing my little power bank that will be used for my future project station ability. And, okay, bye! Come in, but I disappeared. Now it's back to 1. But, yeah, this will be to power the lap dock or the neck dock or next laptop, whatever you want to call it. My phone booster, because I can use the Signal port, which will provide 18 to 20 watts of output for my phone booster. Power my phone from one of the USB-A's or USB-C, whatever. All I need is 18 watts of power, because that's all I can produce from my it seems that the Samsung DeX station and pads are limited to only maximum of 18 watts, which is kind of annoying. So that and the lap dock, I should be powering at least 50 watts. So if I power from all the solar panels I have, which I have 2 Brunton Explorers, I have 2 Goal Zero Nomad 20s, the second generation, not the third generation or the first generations. And then I have 2 black boxes. One's a 12 watt USB, and the other one's a 7 watt USB. Plus, I have 2 Goal Zero 1 amp, aka 5 watt Nomad third generations, because obviously I got the Goal Zero Guide 12s, 2 of those, and if I combined the Goal Zeros, that'll give me 20 watts, or around 15 watts, because the differential of the power output, even though I would theoretically get 40 watts, you don't always get 100% of power, or even like 90% of power all the time. So that's why when you go solar, you want to double up. So what I have, if I double up, I technically will get about 20 watts within a stable performance. And then with my 2 Bruntons, I would get another 20 watts from the 40 watts. So that would be 40 watts in total. And to combine that, I will be using the solar input for Goal Zero the USB-C port for one of the USB-C ports for those the Bruntons, which provide 15 voltage. So that will give me that amount of wattage. And then the other USB-C port I can use as a... Oh wait, I can't actually use a standard. Frick. I just remembered I can't use standard USB 5 volts charging ability. Unlike Jackery, which I can actually charge from 5 volts on the USB-C ports. This actually requires 9 volts at the minimum to recharge cells. Which is annoying. So yeah. But technically, if I wanted to, I could probably tie it to the Jackery and charge from 30 watts, aka using 215 or 212s, which was still giving me 24 watts of power input, and throw that out through USB-C. No, I can't do... Well, actually, yeah, I can. That would give me 20 watts at the least. That'd still work. So I would get about 18 watts input on the last port. So 40 plus 20, that's 60. That's pretty decent for what I have my setup for. And that's just current. That's not with all my upgrades that I plan on doing. So for Project Station, I'm definitely going to have a little bit more portable solar panels. One of the solar panels I might have, especially for Project Station, is I'm going to have a foldable 200 or maybe 100 watt, 36 volt specific panel that's going to be on top of the Project Station system. And that's just going to charge the bicycle batteries, not my third-party batteries, which are these. From these, what I have now, that's 100 watts from my Jackery. I have a Goal Zero 150, which actually has a replacement battery that's only 12 Ah versus 14 Ah. That is 762 watt hours, I think, or 68 watt hours. It's 42 watt hours. So that's 100. Let's just go 140. Then my Goal Zero 400, which also has a replacement battery, even though the battery is not fully sitted because it has a raised head, even though it on the picture it didn't say it did have a raised head. That has about 400 watt hours, so it's 240. That's 640 watt hours, roughly. Plus this baby, which is about 288. So $650. $740. $200. That's 950 watt hours of power. Plus, I have this little junky thing that was like $15. I mentioned on another video that, you know, You know how Rad Power was screwing people, selling something for like $80, even though this I got for $15, even though it was being sold for like $19. I actually bought it, even though it doesn't really have the right mod capacity, because it says it has a 20,000 mod capacity, but I double checked. This has 4 18650 cells in here, right? Casual ability, right? Or yeah. So I don't get how they're getting 20,000 mod capacity if they're using 4 18650 cells. There's no possible way they can get 20,000 mod capacity on this, because guess what, guys? The maximum mod capacity for most cells would be about, for 18650 cell of a single cell ability, is only 3,400 or 3,500 at the maximum for 18650 cell. So that means it's only about 13,600 or 14,000 at the maximum. So yeah, not the real capacity. So this would be, I don't know, 68 watts or something like that. I would say 50. Let's go with that. I got 1 kilowatt of power, literally. Plus, I got other devices. I got the Ryobi power pack. I got my phones. I got my laptop. I got other little battery packs from Ryobi. I got my AA's. So I literally have a little bit more over a kilowatt of external power ability. So that's cool. So my bike has a kilowatt of power from my 36 volt 30 massive cell. That's 1 kilowatt of power. And then I have about 248 from my standard battery that's in the bike. So that's over a kilowatt of power just from my bike itself. And then I have a kilowatt of external power ability. So that's about 2 kilowatts of power. A full-on ability. And for my bike, I actually plan to go something a lot more crazy that I'll do in another video. So I'll probably do a stream in a little bit of that. And yeah. So I'm gonna plug this bad boy in to get a little bit of recharge, because my phone's currently not charging. And let's see if it actually recharges. Oh, activation. Booting up. $15 input. 14 hours to recharge and 70 minutes. More, so forth. Can I turn the phone thing off? Thank you! You don't need to blink the flashy phone thing. So I'm gonna let this ultra slow charge from my Jackery ability. So while my phone's discharging because it's a bug crack and being super hot, I'm gonna let that go. And woo, I'm gonna make scary videos now. I'm such a bonehead. Anyways, so I'm gonna put this somewhere. Oh, I can probably put it right here for now. Yeah, maybe. Might be. Try and put it right there. Oh, good. The display turns off, so I don't have to deal with a big, massive display going. Ha! Hi! What's up? Ugh. Hilarious. So yeah. I must be really freaking boring. Because nobody stayed in my stream. Either that or somebody came while I had it paused and I just ditched. Woo. Water, guys? So I'm going to play this a bit more, then I'll do another stream. So, where... Oh, I got a hunt. And I want water! In game. Woo!
bugger. Any solids I can nibble on? Or any morons I can eat? Okay, that was very inefficient. And my butt's burning from my heat pad. After a while. Woo-hoo-hoo! What's that say? 9 minutes. Server restart. Well, I guess I'll call that then. So I guess I'll call this stream over. I'm gonna stream again, show off this bad boy, and talk about some perks that I'm gonna do for Project Station. So, yeah. Here we go. So let me get this done. Then we'll talk. How awesome. Then, well, yeah. There we go. So surprisingly, this is actually working a lot better than it was on my first try. Thankfully. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.